Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. The Stapler here, back with another deck profile for you guys. I got my boy with me again. You guys might have seen him in some previous videos. So I'm going to let him introduce himself, what deck he's playing, and run through some shoutouts.
Yo, what's up everyone? I'm Garde, and today I'm showing you my top 8 deck profile with not dragons this time, but Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade.
Yeah, is there a reason you went from dragons to Lyrilusc?
Yeah, so I was actually thinking about playing dragons at the event, but a lot of my friends got mad at me and they got tired of me playing dragons, so I just want to play something new. I think this was the second time I played this deck IRL, and so far I'm having really fun with it.
That's good, man. It's good. It's also real fun, man. Always to switch it up and get a feel for a new deck. I think that's one of the best parts about Yu-Gi-Oh, man, is just there's so many different decks out there you can try, and right now in the meta game it seems like there's a decent amount of variety. So you got any shoutouts, man?
Sure. Oh yeah, so I have a lot of shoutouts. So my first shout goes to my girlfriend for always being super supportive and amazing. Second shout goes to some of my friends that helped me playtest. So Colin, Oscar, Chris, and Tyler. Thank you for helping me playtest. Shout out to Tub and his spreadsheet. Without it, I probably wouldn't know how to do any of these combos by myself. And shout out to Gabriel Nets. He's the guy that helped me how to play this deck and showed me a few tech cards that I should play. But yeah.
Right on, bro.
That's about it.
Sweet.
Oh, also shout out to the Stapler for letting me be on his channel again.
Hell yeah, dude. Alright, man, let's jump into the deck profile, man. Let's see it.
Alright. So first off, I played 3 Warbler, 3 Canary, and then 3 Sparrow. So these 9 are kind of standard. You definitely need Warbler as a 3-of because she's definitely your combo starter. Every time you see her, it's basically like full combo. She's insane in this deck.
And so do you want to... Oh, sorry. I was going to say, yeah. Do you want to normal summon all these cards then? Or is that way...
Oh, no. Yeah, you never normal summon with this deck. The only time you normal summon is with your Tri-Brigade monster, or if you get interrupted. But even then, that's fine, because like you're playing a lot of extenders.
Right on.
Yeah, she's insane. If you control no monsters, you just special summon her, and she gets you another body on board. So,
free, dude. Free real estate, bro.
Yeah, and then Canary, she's also insane. The only downside is she locks you to only summoning XCs. So there might be weird plays where if you like open her, and if like one of your extenders gets stopped, your only play is the Canary. So you just need her to help end with like an F-Zero and Samba Blue.
Only end with an F-Zero.
yeah, only. And then Cobalt, she's also really insane. Like all these cards are kind of insane, but what a lot of people don't know is if you use her as an XC material, the XC monster, or my bad, if you use her for a Lyrilusc XC monster, that Lyrilusc monster cannot be targeted. So there's a lot of people that, like, you know, Imperm or Valor, my, what you call it, Resistance Starling, right. And I'm like, bro, Sparrow's attached.
Right.
Yeah. Yo, even if you detach her, it still counts. So.
Because it was used as material, huh?
Yeah, it's used as material.
Awesome. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So, those 9. Here's something that might differ from a lot of lists. So 3 blue, and then 1 wagtail. So you would think that you would play, what do you call it, less blue, and then probably more wagtails. So throughout testing, I just found wagtail more of a brick, to be honest. Cause like she doesn't do anything by herself. Like you could just normal summon and she doesn't do anything. You literally have to summon her off of like Canary, Bird Call, probably Swallow as well. So she's not that great. And then a lot of people, I know they play like 1 or 2 Swallow, but I just been testing out with 3, and so far it's really good. Like I don't think I'll change her in the future. I never brick with her anyways, and she also helps with OTK. Yeah. And
that's why you playtest, man. Like a lot of people are. It's cool to go on a net deck, which is fine, you know, that's what I do. But, I mean, that's why I playtest and I see stuff that I like. You see stuff that you don't like, you know, so, you know, everyone's going to have a different version of the deck, but that's why it's That's why it's so cool. You can change it up how you want.
Yeah, she's like a Nocto Vision.
Is she? That's pretty sick.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you control a Wing Beast, you just special summon her. Another Lyrilusc or Wing Beast monster, my bad. And then onto the Tri-Brigade engine. So 3 Fractals, 3 Nerval, 1 Kit, 1 Kiraz. So
Pretty standard usually.
so this is a standard ratio.
Mm-hmm.
So these 6 are standard because like Fractal gets you Nerval, Nerval gets you like either another Fractal or these 2. And then you never want to like see any of these 2 that much. They just only hope for combo, really. And
Right,
like here's
and that's why they're
another
at 1.
extender. Yeah, that's why. But yeah, so that's my mini Tri-Brigade engine.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Tri-Brigade has been around for a little bit longer than Lyrilusc, and I mean, I'm sure people are pretty familiar with it right now. So
Yeah, and then I play the Big Chicken.
the big chicken.
Big Chicken.
That's a pretty solid card, man. It's definitely underrated, I think, a little bit.
Yeah, Omni-Negate. Yeah, that's insane. And then for my spell cards, 3 Bird Call, 1 Tech Key, 1 1-for-1. I think this is also standard. I know some people play Foolish. I opt to not play Foolish. Just like, again, play testing, I never feel like I need Foolish for anything. But, like,
For sure.
these 5.
Yeah, I mean, you got all those level
Self-explanatory.
1s. Why would you not play 1-for-1, dude? Card's busted.
Yeah, cards busted. And then here's what like some builds are playing, some are not. 3 Desires. So I get questioned a lot because what if you get your Avian banished or you're like one of what do you call that, Wagtail? That's fine. There's a few times where I full combo without needing those 2. Or there was another card that's like a one of, but I'll get to it later. But it just Desires kind of helps out because you might have those awkward hands that you can't really do much, so you just need Desires, and if it resolves, you get like a free 2 or 2 cards.
Right, and I'm
Yeah.
guessing you rely pretty heavy on your extra deck. That's why you don't use the other pot cards.
Yeah, Prosperity. It's just like you need all your cards in your extra deck.
Right.
So I think Desires is way better, my
Yeah.
opinion.
And you seem to be running a lot of 3-0, so I'd say Desires is pretty solid.
Yeah. Funny enough, when I was talking about the Avian, I don't think I never banished Apex. Only time I banished Apex was like if I was going second, and I just like go for OTK
Didn't
anyways.
need them, right?
Yeah,
That's pretty lucky, but you know, who needs a big chicken
Yeah.
anyways?
for real. And then for my non-engine, so I play 1 DD Crow. This card is searchable. I might consider running more than 1 DD Crow because I think DD Crow is kind of insane in this format.
It's real good. Really underrated, actually. I don't think a lot of people
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah, especially against the Phoenix Enforcer guy.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just banish that, and yeah, they can't get that back.
Right. And they only run 1, you know? Who would run more, right?
Yeah. And then I play 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, and then 3 Talents. So these 6 are also kind of standard because Imperm definitely helps out against the Source Hole matchup where you just stop like the Moi or Tae. And then Ash is just generic
Right.
and it does something against every deck most of the time.
Right. Imperm is so good, man. It's nuts.
Yeah. And then again, the 3 Talents. So this could be another hand trap. This could be Nibiru. If you want, you could make your deck 41, play the Gamma package. I chose Talents because a lot of people have Droll, and you can actually still combo off if you get Droll. And what's nice about Talents is if they Droll you, cool. I just like peek at your hand anyways.
Right. Yeah, I'll get them at disadvantage, and you get to see what they're
Yeah.
playing. I do triple
Yeah.
tech talents is a pretty good card. I've had a couple of people use it on me, and it feels bad to get used on, but shit, it's such a good card.
Yeah, exactly. Even if this deck could play through like a lot of hand traps, so it's just like if you like Ash or Veiler me, sweet. I just like look at your hand.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
even if Nibiru, like this deck could definitely play through Nibiru. I probably got Nibiru to like 2 or 3 times in a tournament, and I still like comboed off. So for my opponent, it wasn't worth it to Nibiru me.
Right.
But yeah. So that's the main deck. Is 40 cards. And then onto my extra deck.
Good,
So
dude.
I play 2 Sterling, Summer Blue, 9 Gale. I know some people play 3 Sterling. Technically, the 3rd Sterling is more of a like a 15 card extra slot, so you could just like choose whatever card you want to do. I never found the 3rd Sterling that important, and it never comes up whenever I play test, so I really didn't need it. There's a card that I actually played where I should probably like showcase. There a lot more people are on it, but I definitely think the card that I'm gonna show later is really insane in this
Really
format.
nice.
Yeah.
Is that your typical Lyrilusc Xyz package then, for the most part?
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you want, you could put the 3rd Sterling, but
Right.
like at least these 4 is pretty standard.
Cool.
And then I play the Utopic package. You kind of need to.
I mean, you can get it out pretty easily with that deck, so yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
And then Downer and Zeus. Zeus is also really insane. Not gonna lie. Like going second, it's just so fun summoning on Zeus. Yeah.
Summon Zeus, get rid of all their entire board.
Yeah.
Go for it.
You can go for like 6 mat Zeus and just wipe at least 3 times.
That's crazy.
It's kind of insane. And then for the Link monsters, so 1 for G, 2 Omen. I feel like you need 2 Omen. Like I know some builds you only play 1, but like I definitely like the 2 because if you get nibbed, you can still combo off and summon out the Omen, banish a card, or banish the nib, and then proceed to combo. And this also helps you get to your Lyrilusc cards. And then, like, say on the crackback, if your opponent like doesn't do anything, you just summon out like an Omen and just banish a card and go for the game. Yeah.
Right on. Yeah. So 2 omens, good for the grind game or what?
Yeah, I guess good for the grind game, and it's also like really good as a interruption. But yeah. 1 Almirage. You kind of need it if you have a Nerval or a Kid that sometimes help you combo start.
If you step in normal summon it.
Yeah. 1 Double Dragon Lords. This card is also insane. If you get to full combo, you also end with this. And sometimes a lot of people they can't play through like 4 or 5 bounces. So yeah.
Yeah, 4 or 5 bounces is pretty darn good.
Yeah, exactly. And then Simorg, this card is busted. First time when I was playing this card, like you can't target this card or anything that like it points to. Or my bad, you can't point or target any of the Wing Beast monsters that it points to. So you could summon out like, yeah, you could summon out like Ensemble Blue, and that card can't be targeted. Or funny enough, you could just normal summon Nerval underneath where it points to, and you can't like affect Failure and Permanent.
That's crazy.
So
yeah, that card is definitely one to watch on the ban list soon, I would think. But I think it's kind of sliding under the radar for now. But isn't that the one that can? What else can that thing do?
Summons out your what do you call it? Apex.
The Apex, yeah. Can it get out the? Is that the one that can get out the barrier statue, the wind barrier?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So quick reason why I don't play the wind statue, because against the mirror match, the card is kind of trash.
Right.
And then it's just like statues a 1k beater or 1k defense, and a lot of decks could just like beat over it.
Right.
And also with Avian, like you use a lot of your monster effects. So if you get talents or evenly match, like you kind of get cooked by that because you don't have like no Omni negate. So Apex just like helps secure like any of those cards if it's been dropped.
For sure.
Yeah. And then the last card in the extra deck is Wind. So Wind is really insane for this deck. I don't think I'll ever cut it. I only saw her twice, but she definitely did work. She helped me up with getting to my next place. So what some people, or what I do, is I would nib my opponent and then keep the token in attack position, and if I draw into like a Lyrilusc monster, I normal summon that Lyrilusc monster, make the nib, and then the Lyrilusc into a wind, Crash with a token, and this gets me like a Warbler, and then main phase 2 I just combo.
That's nuts, dude. Yeah, it's a pretty good follow-up play, especially if you got nib, or obviously if you're putting in nib, that's in your side deck, so you obviously know that they're gonna be comboing a lot. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, she's also really good in this format because against the mirror match, it's kind of sick. And then for Sword Soul, you just steal their Baroness, and you keep like an Omni Gay and a free pop on board.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. So that's the card that I play. Like I said, you could play 3 Starling, but I chose to play the Wind.
There you go. So
she wins games.
Does this have a pretty good matchup against Sword Soul, or?
I think so. So in my opinion, I'm not a huge fan of Sword Soul. I personally don't think it's like all that good because there's so many decks that could play through a Sword Soul board.
Right.
The only thing that you lose against Sword Soul if you're playing against a really competent Sword Soul player.
Sure. Yeah. Usually, that deck is good-ish, but if you have a good person behind the wheel, yeah, it can be pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, side deck time.
Side deck. So 3 Nibiru's. I also play Gamma Package. So these are like my only hand traps I play if I'm going second. Sometimes I put Nib going first because if you could just end with your board, like your opponent has to waste so many resources just to out like a 4 or 5 bounce, a monster negate, on a negate, another bounce. And then they also have to deal with their follow-up, so they're committing so many resources just to out your board, and then you just like drop the rock and they can't play through that.
Drop the Wayne, dude. Drop the rock on him.
And then I also play Mystic Mine. I'm really not proud of playing this card because I'm not a huge fan, but this card definitely put in work, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like a lot of decks, they don't like end with an Omnigate, except for the mirror. Like it's kind of hard to play against the mirror, but I played 0 mirrors over the weekend. But this card is kind of disgusting. Konami should definitely like ban this card.
Yeah, and they definitely should. It's at least limit it, man. But it's pretty good. I mean, you gotta play it if you can. You gotta take advantage of that while you can, I guess.
Yeah. And then I also play 2 Judgment, 1 Order. This card should also get banned. It's just like it shuts off 1/3 of the game. And yeah. I never found to play 3 Judgment only because like my side deck pattern is kind of weird. But 2 Judgment is really fine. I don't play the Harpy Featherstorm because I don't think the card is like nice, but at the same time is like there's some decks that can like play through Harpy Featherstorm. And just like with Judgment, like it stops the problematic card, which is Dark Ruler or Droplets. So I'd rather like have that over than like a monster negate. Like I just want to guarantee my opponent can't play at all.
Dark Ruler, Droplets, evenly, all the nasty cards, dude. Judgment does it all pretty much.
Yeah. And then for my back row, hey, 2 Twin Twister, 1 Reboot. Yeah, so before the event it was actually Cosmic Cyclone, but I was mostly scared of the invoked players with there can only be 1, and then I just like freaking dude, I'll play Twin Twister because it's just better like that. I'd rather get rid of 2 cards instead of the 1.
Right.
And I wasn't really expecting to see a lot of Phantom Knights. Fortunately, I saw like at least 5 players playing Phantom Knights.
That's
but luckily I dodged them. I just want to play around the Scythe.
Right.
And then also Red Reboot. Yeah, Red Reboot is insane.
Yeah, Red Reboot. Yeah. Also disgusting. Should probably be banned, but one isn't too bad, I guess.
Yeah, that's about it. That's my deck profile.
Cool, bro. So, Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade, top deck, yes or no, man?
I definitely think it's one of the best decks format.
Me too. It's pretty fucking good. I think it's a really good deck to play. You have to know what you're doing, I think, though, a little bit.
Yeah, so it's similar to Dragons, where like this deck is basically freestyle. and you just like gotta know like the combos and like how to play through stuff.
Right. It's definitely one you have to sit down and learn. If you guys aren't ready to sit down and learn it, don't pick it up, because you're probably just gonna sit there and read your cards all day.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, dude. Any other shout outs or anything before you say see you later?
No, that's about it. And yeah, this deck is just fun. I'm probably gonna play this more than Dragons.
Right on. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to check out some other videos with Eric in it, and hit the subscribe button, like button. It really helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you next time.